The Miami Marlins, a team that has been recognized with failure in recent seasons for numerous reasons, including injuries, poor play, and lack of talent. But in the new season comes new stars. And in this season, that's what we're looking to do with this rebuild of the Miami Marlins. We're looking to bring a championship to the city of Miami, something that hasn't happened in a while, with the Marlins finishing near last place in the past 5 seasons. It is not looking good for them, and that's what Beatsack's here to do. He's here to rebuild, and we're showing signs of greatness with the acquisition of stars like D. Gordon and Giancarlo Stanton and Jose Fernandez playing really phenomenally. The Marlins are really close and really have the potential to become a great team. So that's what we're going to be doing here today, rebuilding the Miami Marlins.
They all black, got 4 bras and they all that, we call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling, flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling, I'm like, yeah, what it do?
Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Beatsack here, and today I'm coming at you guys with a new rebuild of the Miami Marlins. So here we go. I'm running the trades that we did make. The first trade we did make, we are trying to acquire Jake Odorizzi, trying to get that pitching staff starting rotation just a little bit better. We already have Fernandez and Wei-Yin Chen, but I think we needed at least 2 or 3 more good starters, so we go ahead and get Odorizzi right off the bat. Now we're trying to get a youngster in Alex Wood, who's only making $900K per year. I think he's only on a 1-year contract as well, so we're gonna have to re-sign him, but we do end up getting him. And then the last youngster that we're gonna be trying to get is Kyle McHugh. We're also gonna throw Scott Feldman into that deal because Carter Capps is gonna be the main part that we're giving away, and 2 starting pitching prospects. So we end up getting Kyle McHugh, so now our rotation is looking real good with Kyle McHugh, Wei-Yin Chen, Fernandez, Odorizzi, and Alex Wood. Now, we need to shore up that center field position with a better fielder than Marcell Ozuna. So we're going to get rid of 3 center fielders, including Marcell Ozuna, for Justin Miller and Charlie Blackmon. Justin Miller obviously being a reliever, trying to get a new reliever because we did actually give up Carter Capps. Now here, trying to get Rusty Castillo, see what the Red Sox will take for him. So we put Chris Johnson in there. They're not going to take just him. So then we're going to give him Moises Sierra and a relieving pitcher for him. So now that's going to be the biggest part in this trade with the Tigers for Casey McGee, Micah Vilas, and Cameron Maybin. Cameron Maybin's going to work good as a DH or just a backup center fielder if we do need him to play. He can really play any of the outfield spots. And then here is just a look at the rotation and stuff like that, and the lineups before we hop into it. So we got Gordon, Blackmon, Stanton, Justin Bour, who's going to be a good power guy in the lineup. Then we got Prado, Yelich, JT Realmuto, Maybin DHing if we ever do DH, and then Denny Echeverria at shortstop. And then for the rotation, we got 93 overall Fernandez, 84 overall Jake Odorizzi, 82 Kyle McHugh, 82 Wei-Yin Chen, and 81 Alex Wood. Really hoping that Alex Wood does progress good these next couple of seasons, and AJ Ramos is definitely going to be good closing pitcher in the next couple of seasons as well. So we're going to hop right into simulation. This year it went pretty well. We start simulation, we start going, it goes pretty well. We end up going 44-44 at the All-Star break, if I'm not mistaken. Just with really good play from our, big name guys like Jose Fernandez and Giancarlo Stanton, just playing really well. Especially Giancarlo Stanton, driving in those runs, doing what he had to do for our team. Doing what he had to do, not hitting as many home runs. He was kind of low in the home run numbers, but definitely had a lot of RBIs. Taking into consideration that it was just halfway through the season at the All-Star break, and he was doing what he had to do, trying to get the Marlins to get to the top of that division, but they just weren't able to. I think at the All-Star break in season number 1, they were like 3 or 4 games back of the Mets. But then here, obviously Jose Fernandez, another huge part of our success, staying at 500, not dropping below that 500 range, striking hella motherfuckers out, and just doing what he had to do at the on the bump for the Marlins in the first half of the season. So yeah, I'm really happy with those 2 guys really playing up to their potential and really doing what they had to do. Then we hopped into simulating the second half of the season. That was going to be a challenge. It's hard to come off the All-Star break and come off as hot as you were playing at once the All-Star break, once we went into our All-Star break. So here we go, minor league playoffs end and all that, and we end up not making the playoffs in the first season. 85-77 record, which is not bad. Definitely better than I thought we were going to do. I thought we were probably going to stay around 500, but we actually tended to pull away at the end, getting 8 wins above 500, but still weren't able to make a playoff, so it's always a disappointment. But here we didn't sign anyone in free agency except for the people that we had to sign back, like all these guys that we had to offer arbitration to, and all these guys that we just had to get back. We didn't let anyone walk. We got everyone back on the team that we needed to sign back, and we didn't sign anyone new. So basically it's going to be the same team except for any of the trades that we do make. Hopping in the season there, Luke Hochever goes to the Athletics, and Alex Gordon goes to the D-backs. So the Royals are doing a whole thing. There we go, just showing you that everyone is still on the team that was on the team. Everyone is progressing good. All our pitchers are over 82 overall. Now hopping into simulation of season number 2, we start to get off that. We start to pull away from 500 during May and June, and then after June we start to get on these losing streaks that just really put us back around the 500 mark. We were definitely in first place throughout June and May. But now, we hopping into July, you just go back, as you see all those losing skids, we definitely start to lose some hold in the standings in the NL East. And then obviously we will finish going into the All-Star break with a 45-45 record, which is not good. We're trying to break it, but here we're only a game back at the All-Star break of the Nationals, who are currently 53 and 40 something. I don't even know, I can't remember. But our youngsters really stepped it up, hopping in like right before the All-Star break. Colin McHugh was pitching great. Oda Rizzi was pitching great as well. They were doing what they had to do, picking up some of the slack off Jose Fernandez's back throughout this second season. They were playing out of their minds. I'm really happy with how they're performing, and definitely our outfielders are two other hitters that are really good, known names, D. Gordon and Blackman. They both did really well. D. Gordon, batting over 320, doing what he had to do up on the plate to get on base and score some runs. Really happy with his performance, and also Charlie Blackman, holding down that fielding in center field and also hitting the ball pretty dang well. So I'm pretty happy with both their performances. And obviously Giancarlo Stanton was having a beast year, but we want to talk about the other guys too. We don't want to just give all the spotlight to those two guys, Jose Fernandez and him. So everyone was playing really well. I don't think anyone was batting below 250, which is really good, and that's just a really positive sign going into the second half of the season. Start simulation, we're right here, we're 11 games over 500 at right here, 77-66, which is really good. All our pitchers are either above 500 or better, so that's really good as well. We're in a prime position to win our division, and that's what we do. Finish 85-77, same record as last year, but we end up making the playoffs, which is really nice. So we did make it. We're going to be taking on the Cubs in the ALDS, and the Cubs, a great team that's going to be a real challenge for this young squad of Miami Marlins. That was our biggest challenge throughout this whole rebuild, was taking on the Cubs at in this series, and we were able to do it. We were able to take it to Game 5 and actually win the series in Game 5 at home. So yeah, that was pretty nice. We didn't try to do too much. We weren't trying to be heroes. We just did what we had to do to win the series, and we ended up coming away with the victory in Game 5 to win the ALDS 3-2. And then after that, we do go on to take on the Cardinals in the ALCS. This was going to be a real challenge, probably even a harder challenge than the Cubs, because the Cubs were kind of in the same state that we are. But the Cardinals are a really veteran team, so we start the series going on 0-2, which is not good at all. But we do sim 2 games, and we end up tying the series at 2-2 apiece. 2 games apiece. We are on the road at St. Louis. Both teams have won both games on the road. So here we do end up losing on the road in St. Louis, going down 3-2, and then we simulate this game on the 21st of October, and we get eliminated by the Cardinals. Great season right there. Really happy. Hopefully we can do the same next season. That was such a good performance from the boys boys on the Miami Marlins. Really happy. Our rebuild definitely showed its full true colors right there in that second season. Really happy with that. And then really we did the same thing as the first offseason. We didn't trade for anyone, or we didn't sign anyone new. We just got everyone back on the team that we needed to, and I think that was really good, to build the chemistry, not get rid of a lot of different guys. Try to stick with the same group of guys and just see if that can help us get a lot of good chemistry and win us that championship, which is really good. But one position that really we needed to work on after going through the whole lineup, I went through it a couple of times and I realized that I forget his name, Justin Bour. Yeah, Justin Bour, our first baseman, was not doing, what he had to do at the plate. He was either striking out or hitting home runs, which isn't a bad thing. Home runs are always welcome on this team, but, we already have Stan, who's a home run beast, and he doesn't always strike out. He does kind of have a high strikeout rate, so we don't need another guy like that. And Justin Bour, he's only an 81 overall, not progressing the way I saw and thought he would. So, we start simulation. We're just going to stick with Bour at first for right now, and then we start off going about 500, starting to, scoot down under 500, and we realize, we need to change something up. So we try to put Justin Bour on the market. We're going to see if we can get anything for him. Right now, at the moment, as you're seeing right now in the lineup, he's 78 batting, and he's on a cold streak. He's just not doing good at all. So, we need to make a trade. So we try to get Chris Davis. This is the last season of the rebuild, 3-year rebuilds. So we're trying to see if we can give our best prospects for Chris Davis. Not going to happen. So definitely we can't get Chris Davis. We try Kendrys Morales, who's currently on the Indians, and we can't get him either. They're just not looking to trade. So we go to the I'm not sure exactly who it was, but we go and find Greg Bird on the Rangers. So we go to the Rangers, we find Greg Bird, who's progressing really well, 25 overall, B potential, and 83 overall, 25 age actually. And we just aren't able to get him. We're just that little notch away, and we can't get him. So we're just gonna stick with Justin Bour and hope to God that he progresses a little bit better and picks up some of his slack and stops striking out so much and does his job on this team. That's really the biggest thing. As I said in that Cubs series, we need to stop being heroes, and we need to just do what we have to do. But it wasn't enough. We get to the All-Star break, and I don't even know if I show the All-Star break, to be honest. For this third season, it just did not work out our way. The All-Star break, I think we were at we were actually over 500, I believe, at the All-Star break. Yeah, we're 48-40. Definitely the best record that we had at the All-Star break. And then after the All-Star break, every month after, we just start to decline. We go on these losing skids like in the first season, and that just really was our downfall. We end up finishing with the best record that we've had in all 3 seasons, but we end up not making the playoffs, which is a sad thing. But that season 2 Miami Marlins team that you saw that went to the playoffs and almost went to the World Series, that was the team that I was really looking to build, and that was the team that I was really happy with. I think if we could have got a better first baseman, we probably would have made it to the playoffs and maybe won a championship. But you never know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this rebuild of the Miami Marlins. Let me know if you guys like this kind of, the intro to this video, and then the actual video. Let me know in the comments, and also leave in the comments what team you want to see rebuilt next. As I said, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and like the video. Peace out, boys.
Yeah, hey. At the start, people doubted I would make it this far, but I'm proving them wrong. Everybody criticized and they hated on me.